Hey guys.
Hey guys, how's it going? We are back.
It's Armando. I'm Zach.
That's Zach and I'm Armando.
And
This is Bodem.
Yeah, which from what I understand, and I think what you told me, it's like a word for earth or something like that.
Yeah, I forgot the language, but it's
very cool package.
It means like bottom or reference to the earth, ground. Yeah.
Really, really cool. I love the packaging. This is going to be year-round release.
Yeah, so new
Half Acre's new year-round.
New year-round IPA from Half Acre. Actually, I think the first year-round IPA from Half Acre. They used to switch up every 6 months between Vallejo and Gone Away, but I think this replaced both of those as a year-round,
Cool.
which shows they had a lot of confidence in a beer that's never been released before in cans.
It is, I mean, spoiler alert, but we both already know we love it.
Yeah.
It's just amazingly well structured. Also, I mean, the packaging, it looks like the album label for like a stoner metal band.
So this is like weed beer?
Yeah, it kind of looks like.
It's got CBDs and THCs.
It looks very much like, yeah.
Like Children of Bodem?
What is that? Is that a thing?
That's
Oh,
a metal
is
band.
Is that the name of a metal band?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit. Well, there you go.
I don't know if they're stoners, but...
No, I mean, this has a very 60s kind of psychedelic stoner rock album cover kind of look to it. I love it. I really dig the style. And in general, Half Acre is one of those companies, I think we've talked about this before in our videos, that like Revolution. We've definitely brought it up with Revolution, where sometimes it's like I don't want to like them.
Well, I've never had that feeling with Half Acre.
I know that you haven't. And a lot of it again is weird coffee connection things that I'm still bitter about. But
that has nothing to do with Half Acre.
It doesn't. And they put out really, really solid stuff. It's just one of those things.
You just threw some shade subtly?
I just not to Half Acre specifically, but to a different company.
To them boys.
Might be somewhat affiliated. Anyhow, I love everything about this beer, already, before I even tried it. Their little postcards were awesome. Mm-hmm. Just the whole thing. I dig it. And, I don't know, it's kind of a big deal, right? For them to put out a new year-round release.
Yeah, they have a lot of confidence in this, which shows.
And people were flooding in when we first got it, thinking, they got to get it right away. And it's well, I mean, we can probably get more next week.
Yeah, they're going to keep doing it, guys.
They'll be here, yeah.
We're going to keep it fresh.
Yeah, they'll make more. So
it's 6.7% ABV IPA.
Yeah, which is a little hefty.
The inspiration is to still have some of the West Coast roots, which is what Half Acre is built upon with their hopping game. But they want to have some of the new East Coast New England style influence. So it's lower bitterness. The hops they're using are some of the fruity, juicy stuff.
You described it, as kind of
it's like a hybrid.
A cross, yeah.
Of West Coast.
And I definitely get that.
Let's pour this.
Yeah, pour.
So the first question everyone's going to want to know is it
hazy?
Dude, look at that pour.
Absolutely.
Look at that pour.
Not.
It's got a slight chill haze, like a natural haze. It's not like a double dry hop during fermentation to keep yeast and hop oils together in particulate to create the cloudy effect, you know? Science, dude. Dude.
So what's it taste like?
It tastes like beer, man.
I will say the nose off of it is awesome. I really like everything about it. I can't get over the design, really. I just like it so much.
There's no way I was not gonna like this beer based off the label.
It's true. I basically with this beer, I'm like an asshole at a record store that's buying stuff based on what the cover of the record looks like.
People do that?
Yeah, dude, I used to do that all the time. Back when I still bought records. Top that off just a little bit. So the nose on this.
So I like that there's still a little bit of background grassy, piney notes that you get in the rest of the stuff.
Tiny bit. It's really subtle.
It's not the focus.
I get candied melon notes off of it. There's definitely some citrus notes coming off of it. the nose is more similar to a New England style in my opinion.
Well, they're using a lot of the big fruity hops, which has made those styles a big thing.
I just put my nose on it. My nose.
Once it hits your nose, it's so good, man. It smells so good. I don't know.
I don't know. A very, very, very approachable nose. I think this is a great, if you guys have watched other videos of ours for some reason, you know that I'm not the biggest fan of like a really bitter, dry, hoppy beer, unlike Armando, who is. I think this is a great like entry for somebody who doesn't think they like IPAs.
This is
maybe
approachable
likes
for
New England
everybody.
style. I think so too.
Everybody.
Yeah. This is like
I mean, there's still. Okay, I already drank some, but we had it already. There's still some bitterness on the finish, like just enough to like clean it out and dry it out. But it's not like in your face, reaching for 100 IBUs.
No, not even a little. I mean, I think if anything,
it's just enough to clean it out.
Cleans it out. It's just a really snappy, nice finish. There's some lingering, like mandarin orange, maybe kind of notes there.
Why not Valencia?
Oh, there you go.
Why not bergamot? Not bergamot.
No, I don't think so. Because it's.
I was just saying that. As a
well,
joke.
bergamot's got like it's a little more like a.
No,
I consider it like an oily kind of feeling too, but no, there's this. This is definitely going to be my go-to beer for the summer.
So year-round, and it's priced as such as the other core year-rounds, like Daisy Cutter, Pony Pills, $10.99 in our pills, 4-pack, 16-ounce cans.
That's awesome.
It's
I mean 6.7. You know, it's not a slouch.
No,
you gotta.
It'll get you drunk.
It'll totally get you drunk. Yeah.
It'll get you drunk.
You know, I would go so far as to say, not even is it a good gateway for somebody who doesn't think they like IPAs. I think it's a good gateway for somebody who doesn't think they like beer that much. There's so much nuance to it. I would say this is like, if you like white wine, like if you're like maybe a Sauv Blanc fan, or an unoaked Chardonnay fan, dry Riesling fan even, I think you would dig this.
What about Pinot Grigio?
No, probably not. It's probably not sweet enough.
Pinot Grigio is sweet?
It's like semi-sweet. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know anything about wine.
Don't talk to wine customers.
Wine customers are not watching this video. I don't know why I would.
If anything, I would say you like kind of a gooseberry. You know, we use the term catty kind of sometimes, but in a positive light with
Caddy sounds better.
Caddy, whatever.
We're not talking about dander.
Of like a New Zealand style or maybe some South Australian style Sauv Blancs. You would love this. It's like that flavor profile is completely there. It's really refreshing. It's crisp. I don't know. It's like I have zero complaints. We need to review a beer that we don't like because all we do is just praise. Keep that in.
Talk about throwing some shade. All right.
Okay, so
you should absolutely buy this. You should absolutely drink this, and not just one time, like all the time. Like this should be a fridge staple. This is a fridge staple.
It's definitely a fridge staple. I think it's something. There's different whiskeys. I'll refer to that as like that will always be on my bar.
Yeah.
And this is, I think, a beer that you should always have in your fridge. Again, just we rarely say this because everything in this process and what we do is all based on subjectiveness. But this is an objectively good beer. I can't imagine somebody like.
Yeah, if you don't like this, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, you're wrong. You're actually wrong.
You're a terrible person.
Other thing I'm curious about, if you know, is I've not seen it on premise.
It just debuted at the brewery on Friday and started hitting distro this week.
Okay.
So you'll start seeing it.
Like next week, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
Some places might even have it out now. So yeah,
I don't know why
just
I thought
came
we
out.
got this in on Tuesday for some reason and not yesterday.
Yeah,
because we went out last night.
Half Acre released it at the brewery starting last week Friday.
Okay.
That was the big release, and then distro the week following, which is this week.
Okay. Gold Star, and I actually know that you do kind of watch our videos. Please buy this beer because I'll drink it every time I'm there.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like if you're a kid in school and you get a gold star.
Why?
Because that's where my mind is. I was so lost.
No, dude. It's my home bar.
Never been there. It's a gold star.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Do you have the cracked one?
No, dude. I got plenty of these.